Okay, they've kicked off in Vegas. And the Raiders have the ball. First down and 10, 25. Josh Jacobs loses 2 on the flat pass, second and 12. Let's take a look at the AFC West standings. Kansas City on top, 6-3. Raiders were tied for second a couple weeks ago, falling off a few losses in a row now, down to 3-6. The Broncos have already lost this week. No, the Broncos won. Broncos beat the Dolphins. So this is important for Las Vegas to stay pace with the Broncos at least and try to climb back in the division. Short pass, Darren Waller on second and 12, going to get 9. So 3rd and 3. Went to Ruggs on the dump off. For KC, 6-3. Leading, as you said, the AFC West right now. Half game over my squad, the Chargers. It's been an interesting turn in the conference the last few weeks. We've seen some of the conference leaders take some losses, which has brought down the conference. The top of the conference has sort of compressed down into the rest of it, muddling the entire group a bit. We'll take a closer look in a second. 3rd and 3, looking past to Jacobs. 2 men are there. It's incomplete. And on 4th and 3, the Raiders will punt it away. Let's look at the conference here. KC sits right here toward the top. The win today will tie them with Pittsburgh at the top of the conference at 7-3. The punt goes to Hardman, and Hardman gets 9. So 1st and 10, KC will start out at their own 32. But you see here, this AFC now with 3 teams at the top with 3 losses. Compare that to the NFC, where the top 3 teams, none of them have 3 losses. So things are much more compressed in the AFC now, with these 3 and 4 loss squads all very much being in the mix. And one thing that we didn't catch wind of in our in the broadcast I did on the halfway point of the season was that there is an extra wild card, which makes it even more jumbled among all those 4, even 5 loss squads in the AFC. Very much alive. It should be a very interesting race. 2nd and 3 now for Kansas City at their own 39. Short pass, guessed wrong. 3 men in zone. Opportunity is stamped out. 16-yard gain stamped out by a false start. So 2nd and 8 now for the Chiefs. Let's get some more windows up here. Two tight end, 2 wide. Kaiser makes an appearance. 4-3 defense for Oakland. Let's take a look at the injuries as well. KC, slew of injuries here. Short pass, guessed right. 3 men in zone. Mahomes drops back and he's flushed. 8 yards, but there's a fumble. It's recovered by the Raiders. The Raiders recover at the KC 42. What does Paul do here? He attempts to advance and lose the yard. So the Raiders take over at the 43. So that is one of the weaknesses of this KC squad. They can fumble. The receivers can fumble. And they're without Sammy Watkins and Hardman as far as the place of scrimmage this evening. Algretti out again, the left guard. Mathau, big loss in the secondary. Gabe Jackson out for Vegas, but all those injuries do open up some opportunities for the Raiders. They start out 3 wide with 3 very good receivers and one of the best tight ends. I mean, so it's quite a formidable lineup the Raiders have here on offense. Carr is a very capable quarterback. All those receivers can do damage. Jacobs can do damage as well, and here is a flat pass to Jacobs. He picks up 23 yards down to the 20-yard line of KC. First down for the Raiders. As they start the fringe of the red zone. Get a hold of the pass rush matchups as soon as we can here. 3 wide. Short pass to Waller. 4 men in zone. Finds the completion on the defensive card. 4 men. 12 yards. First and goal at the 8. Oakland getting formation in. It's the blocking back formation. Ingold enters the game. Chiefs show blitz in their 4-3. For that play call. Paul's going to run on first down. Guessed wrong. Linebackers flood the zone, but 7 yards for Jacobs on first down. Down to the 1. Second and goal. Probably moving to full house here. Yeah, we see 3 running back, 2 tight end. Also an effective formation, especially with Waller and Witten. That's a really excellent formation choice by Paul, in my opinion. You have receiving talent on the team, plus you pick up blocking both ways. Ingold as well helps you line buck to Booker. And Booker challenges the linebacker. Hitchens can't make the play. Touchdown. The Raiders, 6-0. Carlson on for the extra point. It is good. And just like that, key fumble by the Chiefs. And, it's been a continuing problem, that particular fumble for Kansas City. You got to wonder if Tim's going to start moving away from flat passes, which increase the chance of going to the receiver card dramatically. In this meeting last year, the Chiefs, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to have the right game here. The Chiefs beat the Raiders 35-31. Looks right. November 22nd, 2020. Long pass to Hill. Guessed right, man there. 27 yards. Hill's card comes through for a nice gain out toward midfield. 35-31 final in the real-life affair in Las Vegas. The Raiders also got up to a 7-0 lead in that game, that time on a Josh Jacobs 2-yard run to open the scoring at 11:25 of the first quarter, so very similar. Travis Kelce scored with 28 seconds left to win it. 9 yards for Edwards-Helaire. Makes it 2nd and 1. So this was a shootout. The win probability throughout the game, those charts are always handy. Chiefs had the game in hand most of the way. The Raiders had an advantage maybe 10% of the time. So even though it's a close game, Casey was in control. Long pass, nobody there, and incomplete, guessed wrong. So that makes it 3rd and 1, a huge opportunity for the Chiefs. Comes up empty, though. There were 1 turnover for each squad in the real life game. The Chiefs already hit their quota. And now we're looking at a 3rd and 1 from the Vegas 39. Bucker has excellent range and a good leg. Looking pass, short yardage, opportunity, but incomplete. Penalty wipes everything out, and that's going to put him at 3rd and 6. Second false start on the Chiefs today. 3 wide, shotgun. Dime for the Raiders. Williams in the backfield. Will he try to get some of those yards back on a run? Against, some cards you can work with as far as linebacker goes for the Raiders defense. It might be the thought here. We'll create a 4th and short, maybe pick up that first down. Or will he go to the air? There's that linebacker to Williams. Opportunity here. Gets just 4 yards on the deuce. That helps, though. Make it a 4th and manageable from the 40. KC with the decision. Down 7-0 halfway through this first quarter. Going to go for it. Too tight. Bucker was 2 through 6-12 from this range. He hits it through 41 yards. So passed up about a 50% field goal for what is probably a more than 50% opportunity to convert this first down. Short pass is guessed right, however. It's complete, but KC is called for the hold. Huge penalty so far, racking up for the Chiefs. That's going to force a punt. 4th and 12 now from midfield. That 11-yard reading on Mahomes' short pass 7 probably makes up this decision for KC. If it was 4th and 11, it might be a little bit different. Here's the punt. There was a lot of penalty yards in the real-life matchup, too. KC had 10 penalties for 89 yards. And the Raiders had 8 penalties for 72. So these teams will be penalized. Coffin corner punt. Townsend goes 39 yards. So the Raiders start off at the 11-yard line for 10. See if they go back to 3 wide. Pretty effective formation for these Raiders. I'm going to show a more running posture with Ingold in the game as the fullback instead of a 3rd wide receiver. 1st and 10. 4-3. Formidable defensive line. 6 and 6 in the middle for the Chiefs. End right. End run. Guessed wrong. 6 yards for Jacobs. Jacobs' card is one that suggests you run inside a bit more. But you got to try to cross them up every now and then. Good result on that 11. Wouldn't have got much better across on the other runs. But you see that off tackles where a lot of the money's made. But you get those 6s up front for those Chiefs, which is going to push the Raiders outside a little bit more, try to take advantage of that 4 at defensive end, and that's exactly what he did, focusing in on this Waller versus, don't ask me to pronounce that name, defensive end who's rated 4. 2nd and 4. Now gets Witten in the game for Ingold. Too tight. Linebuck guessed right. Left tackle will make that play. 1 yard, 3rd and 3. Chris Jones does a nice job to prevent the 2nd down conversion and create an opportunity for the Chiefs to get off the field. 3 wide, inside a contained. 4-3 defense. That leaves the look-in pass as a guarantee of no more than one man in the zone and no opportunity for double teaming. So look-in pass is there, and Derek Carr's very good card should give him a more than 50% chance of conversion. Will he look to the look-in pass, which is guaranteed one man and no double team? The linebackers double team, they're not going to get it. Yeah, there's a look-in pass. Great call by Paul. 23 yards. Beautiful job by Paul Conti there with the conversion. First down up to the 41. So that play gives the Raiders some breathing room here. They've at least flipped the field, and they could be on the march. Linebacker to Jacobs. He's going to get 5. Could he get more? No, there's a linebacker there. So 5 yards, however, is a nice first down run. 2nd and 5. Up against the 4-3. No blitz showing. Flat pass, guessed wrong. Opportunity does not convert. Incomplete. Guessed wrong. It's something Derek Carr can really take advantage of, and that's an unfortunate turn of events for the Raiders, a fortunate turn of events for the Chiefs. And now the Raiders have to convert another third down. Let's see the nickel now outside of contained from the Chiefs. And we do. Wanting to keep those tackles in the game prevents, in many ways, the conversion if the Raiders try to run, block the 5 and 9 on the defensive card, is the thought there. Look-in pass. Aguilar gets it on the 5 white die, beats the 4. 20-yard pickup. Big third down conversions for the Raiders here. Also eating up clock, taking 3 plays per set of downs, up to the KC 34. 1st and 10. Carlson also very good from long range, but he only goes to 37-yard line like most kickers. 2 through 6, 12. End run. Guessed right, but the defensive card yields 5 yards. Just misses 15. 2nd and 5 again now for the Raiders. They're doing pretty well on first down these last couple series. It's a nice end run card as well for the Chiefs, with a no gain and a 2, occupying 6 and 8. Jacobs now 5 runs here in this first quarter, 24 yards. Doubling Waller, going instead to Jacobs. Look-in pass. Incomplete, almost intercepted. Oh, in and out of the hands on a 2 through 3 guessed right. And that brings up yet another third down for the Raiders, who have converted on look-in passes on this drive. Both times guessed right. Both times with one linebacker in zone. Both times getting more than 10 yards, beating the linebacker in the middle. Two through 7, 12 is Carlson from this 40-yardish range. So not much of an upgrade from his 2 through 6, 12 deep. Flat pass, run throw. He gets another 6 on the white die on third down. 13 yards. And a first down. Third down conversion after third down conversion has put the Raiders at the 16 into the red zone. 1st and 10. 3 minutes left here in this first quarter. Carr now 7 of 10. 98 yards. Really nice line. 9.8 per attempt. Blitz now shown. Look-in pass. Ruggs. No blitz opportunity here. Another 6 on the white die is 10 yards and up to the 6-yard line. This first down, a pretty big play, I think, as far as the Raiders' red zone is concerned. Last time out, Jacobs got 7 yards from the 8, and that really sealed the touchdown. Let's see what happens here. You really don't want to be put in a passing situation against this Chiefs pass rush. We haven't seen the matchups yet, but I would anticipate that they're pretty difficult for the Raiders. First and goal from the 6. Blitz being shown. Not one short pass, not one long pass by the Raiders on this drive. All dink and dunk, but very effective finding that 6 white die. Off tackle, guessed wrong. Oh, he loses 2 yards. Big opportunity there, guessed wrong. And now that puts the Raiders in a passing posture here. Will they succumb to the pass? Or will they look for 8 yards on Jacobs' card here? Or perhaps try to get some yards back on what will be a linebacker-loaded defensive card of the Chiefs. Goes 3 wide. And also the shotgun. So that limits him to a linebacker as far as run is concerned. 4-2-5 nickel, so he keeps some good pressure with 4 guys up. 7 yards on 7 is Jacobs guessed wrong on the linebacker, so you can get a lot of it back here. Short gain is on 9. There it is, linebacker to Jacobs, linebacker in zone. He'll make that play. No, he won't. Thornhill cannot. So 6 yards on the 4 white die. The great defensive linemen of the Chiefs are overlooked, passed over, instead checking upon Thornhill. Thornhill can't meet a 4 white die, and that changes the dynamic dramatically here on 3rd goal and 2. Nice job by Paul to stick with the run there out of 3 wide, which I think would have been a pretty difficult spot. Now gets a golden opportunity, 3rd down and goal from the 2. Might even be thinking about if he can pick up a yard here, going forward on 4th. If it comes to that. Showing 3 wide with Booker in the backfield. Interesting here. Booker's linebacker guessed right. Has a 2 and a 4 yard gain. He's got some opportunities. Probably 30% on his card. So there are better, but there are worse out than Booker guessed right linebacker. That's what it comes down to. He is not in the shotgun, so that opens up more than the linebacker, of course. You might see him go up around the end, where he can pick up some yards, guessed right as well. Short pass to Renfro, incomplete. There was a minefield, the pass rush. Crossed everybody up, went for the throw, falls incomplete. 4th and goal. Decision time for Oakland. Excuse me, Las Vegas, but I'm going to call them Oakland as much as I want. Thank you very much. Carlson's kick is good, but a penalty flag may be here. Let's see. Offside against Las Vegas. So we'll have him re-kick. It's still going to be 2 through 11 for Carlson as he moves beyond the 2 yard line to the 3 to 12 range. You know, with the way the penalties are going, you might even think about declining that for KC. He's going to accept it. And does he have the block on? Does not. The play's a conservative. It is good. And it is 10-0 Raiders on a very nice-looking drive that ate up most of the quarter here. We only have 18 ticks left. Vegas offside on the kickoff. Let's see what the Chiefs do. They'll probably want to kick again, give another chance for Pringle, maybe. They do. And this time he's out to the 36 instead of the 29. So ends up being, 41. 41. So it ends up being a 12-yard penalty in favor of the Chiefs. So nice job there. Chiefs taking advantage of the flag. First down and 10. Great field position from the 41 as we start the 2nd quarter. 10-0 Raiders. Short pass, Pringle guessed right. 3 men in zone, must run, and that's going to be technically a sack. Eric Harris on the no gain must run. Mahomes gets 5 yards all the way down to 9, and then it drops off quickly to 0. Thus incomplete. Thus no gain. And 2nd and 10. 14:06 left. 3 wide. Into the shotgun. Williams joins him back there. Pringle and Robinson. That's the second and third receiver with the absence of Watkins, who is out for today. 4-2-5. Lots of zeros up there. Short pass to Pringle. 4 men in zone. Complete. 12 yards. Nice job, Patrick Mahomes on the zone card. First and 10. Williams does a nice job on line buck wrong, which is probably why we see him so often here in the shotgun. But he does have only 39 carries, so he'll be limited. Flat pass now to Williams. He gets 3 yards on the receiver card. Got the 6 white die, lots of opportunities for yards, but ends up going to Williams' receiver card. He's a yak of B, but when it goes to his receiver card, like many good yaks, the receiver card itself can be a little bit unspectacular. And that's what happens here. The 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Yeah, Williams had only 39 rush attempts, average of 4.3, which is important when the low usage kicks in. They'll have 4-yard gains. 2nd and 7. Look in pass. Loss of 3 is wiped out instead of showing incomplete on the look in. So that makes it 3rd and 7. Third and 7 for KC is like a 3rd and 3 and 3rd and 4 for others, with Mahomes back there and the set of receivers. Three, 2, 6. Not going to show any pressure, despite the Algretti injury. Not much in terms of linebacker pass rush. Linebacker pass rush from the Raiders to actually make that Algretti penalty pay. Pringle gets 14. Double team Kelsey and Hill. Nice choice by Tim to go to the off man and not double team. Pringle makes the catch. 14-yard, 3rd down conversion. Into scoring territory now. 2nd trip into scoring territory for the Chiefs. First time in, got right about here. 4th and short, turned into 4th and 6 on a false start, and then another penalty pushed him back to punt. Let's see what happens this time. Too tight, too wide. Short pass to Pringle. Guessed right, 3-minute zone, and the pass rush is there. The big advantage is on Hankins Hawkins. Hankins versus Winooski, 3 versus 0. And a 64% chance cashes in, 6-yard loss, 2nd and 16. So Wisniewski is the sub for Algretti. And 6-1 chance that that's the matchup that comes up. It comes up. 64% chance after that. As you can see right here. If it's the actual roll of the die comes under 64, it came in at 18, then it's a sack. Indeed, it's a sack. So that gives us a 2nd now and 16 from the Vegas 36. 4-2-5. Edwards-Hilaire in the shotgun. Less effective line buck than Williams. Flat pass to Hilaire. And he gets the short gain. The 5 white die shows up and gets 11 yards, though. So sets up a 3rd and outside to contain. 5 yards to go. So could have done better on that short gain. Gets the 11. which is going to limit his options a little bit here for Tim and his Chiefs, but obviously very much makeable third down. Waiting for the defensive call here, and we do see another 4-2-5 from the Raiders. Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. The free safety, if he steps up, is a 4 run, which gives him some containability. There's no contain on end run left. There's no contain on end run right. Flat past the hill. Nobody's there, but he is double teamed. Doesn't matter. 23 yards. A linebacker double teamed him. Down to the 2. First and goal, Chiefs. Full house. For 3, no blitz showing. We're all expecting the run here. Let's see what KC does. Do they try to cross everybody up? No. Keying the wrong guy. Bell guessed wrong. Gets it. Touchdown. KC 10-6. Bucker on for the extra point. It's good. 10-7. Nice response by the Chiefs. 8 yards deep. On a 1-1-1 roll. Thankfully no injuries. So the Raiders take touchback and start out from the 25. 10:30 left here in the second quarter. Raiders now looking to hold serve here. If the Chiefs can break them, then they'll have a good chance to take the lead. Waiting for the formation. It's 3 wide. A lot of dink and dunk so far from the Raiders, and there's a lot of firepower deep. So let's see if take a shot at some point here. 1st and 10. And without Mathau back there, there's only a 4. End run, and finds that 0 on that defensive, a good defensive card of the Chiefs. 2nd and 10. The run defense is rated as average. But as you look at the squad and the cards, it's one of those misnomers as far as I'm concerned. This run defense is better than average, in my humble opinion. 2nd and 10 now. Flat pass, run throw. We have a pass interference call. No, we have a roughness call against KC. 2 men were in the zone, so a nice defensive call. Overwritten by this penalty, and that turns what would have been a 3rd and 10 into a 1st and 10 up to their own 40-yard line of the Raiders. The pass man is there. Again, falls on Carr's interception reading. This time not as close to a pick. Landing safely incomplete, but nonetheless a disappointing result for the Raiders on 1st down again. This drive, 2nd in a row, we're there at 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, Jacobs still has he's been used pretty well so far and still has 19 carries left on the game. Looking past Aguilar against that 4. Holding against Vegas. That will turn either a 3rd and 10 or a 2nd and 20. I assume the Chiefs will accept this penalty. and make it 2nd and 20. They do. And the Chiefs got to prevent the Raiders from climbing out of this hole. 2 downs to get 20. So the Chiefs, without Mathau, have a 4 to replace it. Mathau is 6'6", free safety. Short pass to Richard. He gets 11. Gets half of it back. Thornhill is the replacement. So Thornhill, interestingly, if it would have been Mathau, would have stopped the Raiders earlier on a key linebacker reading for a touchdown. Mathau was in the game. Instead, Thornhill was up on the line of free safety, and that resulted in a Raiders score. 3rd and 9. That being said, I'm sure the Chiefs are happy to have a 4 back there instead of a 0. Short pass to Jacobs. He on Carr's card finds him for 12. And the Raiders climb out of a 2nd and 20 to convert another 3rd down. 2 short passes in a row complete, and a 1st and 10 into Chiefs territory. 8:06 left in the quarter. And Josh Jacobs made that reception. He has a 4 on him. Off tackle Jacobs. Challenges Chris Jones. Chris Jones, as usual, is up to the challenge. 2nd and 10. Again, for the Raiders. Not finding success on 1st down on this drive. They've been able to climb out of it each time. Can they do it again? 2nd and 10. Three wide. Chiefs don't show blitz on their 3-3-5. Halfway through this 2nd quarter. Looking past Aguilar. Again, to Carr's interception reading. Again incomplete. Now a 3rd and 10. Not finding the hits on Carr's very plentiful flat pass right card. Not that the flat pass hasn't been successful for the Raiders. It has been, but all the business has occurred over on the defensive card, mostly on 6 white die. Have not been able to generate offense off of Carr's card. We typically will find some success. Not so far this evening. 3rd and 10. Ingold coming in. His 2 pass block rating. No blitz shown from the Chiefs. Short pass to Aguilar. It's complete. Another big 3rd down conversion for the Raiders. 2nd time they've found the 3 on the short pass 4-men card to the Chiefs. And that's got to be frustrating to the Chiefs defense right there. They're getting them where they want them. 3rd and 10. Stopping on 1st down. Stopping even on 2nd. And the Chiefs come and the Raiders come back, it seems, every time and convert on 3rd down. Nice response here so far being put together by the Raiders to the Chiefs touchdown. 3rd down efficiency. Vegas is 5 of 7. There's a 13-yard gain on 1st down. Witten makes the catch on a flat pass guessed wrong. 6 white dice showed up. 13 yards, 1st and 10. At the cusp of the red zone, the KC 22, 6 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. 3 wide. Against a nickel with no pressure being shown. Flat pass Jacobs. And we missed. Did he get any yards there? He did. 5 yards. 2nd and 5. So Chiefs have had the ball 3 times in the half so far. Looks like they'll get maybe one more possession. Raiders receive the opening kickoff. Chiefs will get it back at half. 2nd and 5 from the 17. 2 tight, 2 wide, 1 running back. It's a 4-3 blitz. I'm expecting a flat pass or a run here. Looking past Waller. 12 yards on Waller's receiver card. Down to the KC 5. First and goal. Raiders. This offense has come alive. 14 of 21 for Carr. 173 yards. Showing blocking back on first down. Blitz being shown by the Chiefs on their 4-3. There's a 1-5 run rating among the KC linebackers to help support the run. Here comes the call. End run. Guess wrong. That's a touchdown. Josh Jacobs around the end gets exactly what he needs. 5 yards. Touchdown. Raiders 16-7. Chiefs cannot break serve. And they maintain their 2-score lead with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter, which, of course, is... Oh, and there's a return! Pringle. 98 yards. Touchdown, Chiefs. The X factor for the Chiefs, we've talked about it a lot throughout all the broadcasts. The Chiefs special teams can play, and they can play hard. And Pringle, that must be his third kickoff return, I would say, for a score. We'll check. We'll check the stats in a second. Incredible. Chiefs fire right back. The kick is good. Let's see here. Pringle coming into the game had 2. So, yeah, that's his third on the year. Wow. Averaging 32 per return. Raiders back with the ball now at 25. Three wide against the nickel. Incomplete on first down, 2nd and 10. Checking Pringle's actuals from last year. In 2020, he had 1 touchdown. Is that right? Yeah. Just 1 on kick returns in real life. Average 32.4. He has 3 in this strat season. Line buck to Jacobs. The right guard could not make the play. Ends up now in a 3rd and long for the Raiders from their own 27. The Chiefs can induce a 3 and out. What a swing of momentum this would be. Can they do it? They've had trouble stopping these Raiders on 3rd down. Will the Chiefs spin the blitz is the first question. And that is answered with a... Wait for it. No. So no blitz coming. Take a little pressure off the Raiders here. We are playing in Vegas, which, gives you less reason to blitz. That long gain results in more yards for the home team. It is always a factor. Long pass to Renfro. He's flush in the pocket. Gets 11 yards on Waller's card. Waller's flat pass card comes into play now. Again, to help the Raiders move down the field. And yet another 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs got to feel like they just can't get this squad off the field. Obviously, the impact of time of possession in that kickoff return is pretty massive, but in strat, you don't actually get, your defense doesn't actually get tired. So doesn't have any actual effect. The dice are the dice and the cards are the cards. 1st and 10 from the Vegas 38, 2:42 left in the second quarter. Flat pass Renfro. Gonna get 6 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 4. Time now becoming an issue. He could not get out of bounds. So that'll leave us with 2:06 left unless the Raiders decide to use a timeout here. They do not. 2:06. 2nd and 4. Up to their own 44. So time is an issue, but not a pressing issue, especially with 3 timeouts. Not going to be able to run every play down the field, but the whole playbook is open from play to play. 3-3-5, no blitz shown against this 3 wide. Looking past, 2 men are there, incomplete. Nice play by Tim, who moved his free safety Thornhill into the looking pass zone. Let's see if the Raiders start noticing that into the third quarter and start taking some more shots deep against these 4 cornerbacks. 3rd and manageable. The most manageable 3rd down the Raiders have had in a while. Going to show 3 wide. Let's see if the Chiefs, last time in this situation, the Chiefs stayed at 4-3. See what they do this time. This situation being inside contain, where contain is off. They go to the nickel. No blitz. We are at the 2-minute warning, 3rd and 4. Don't want to give the Chiefs back the ball at this point, especially since they get it at the beginning of the third quarter. So big 3rd down here. Conversion here means the Chiefs probably will not get the ball this half, at the very least, and maybe it's points for the Raiders. Play call coming in from the Raiders is a short pass, and it's complete. Derek Carr on his card. Can't seem to find the flat passes, but he's finding the short passes, 11 yards, and the Raiders now successfully, most likely, have played keep away at the very least. They've gained that advantage with that conversion to play keep away from the Chiefs in terms of possession. So now the question is whether, with that out of the way, can the Raiders get points as well? 3 wide in the shotgun versus the nickel. Jacobs in the backfield. Jacobs brings a 5 pass block rating with him. This is one of the reasons why you're not seeing as much pressure from the Chiefs, from their safety. A lot of offsetting factors in that decision for the Chiefs coach, Tim Irvin. Short pass to Waller, incomplete, possible penalty. Is a pass interference for 20 yards. Carr's going to be out for the half, but I don't know how much it's going to matter. I guess we'll see. It's a 1st and 10. Mariota's got to come into the game for this next minute 30. And if you are the Raiders, you might be looking at, let's take a look at Mariota's card here. I think everybody's going to be doing that. Let's just look at it on the computer so you guys can see it too, instead of going to the actual card. So Mariota, you see his must runs pretty strong, and he has a lot of them. Pretty low interception, so he's a pretty interesting guy. I don't think it changes much. You may just end up throwing short more, trying to find those must runs versus flat. Probably the main change. The INTs are not so bad at all for a backup quarterback. You don't want to go deep with them. I mean, of course, there is an elevated risk of INT, that's for sure. But a pretty strong must run in terms of opportunity, especially inside the 10, where you can pick up those must runs and catch them in for touchdowns. So interesting turn of events here at the end of the half. Big penalty, obviously. Up to the 25. Get to the 22, and then you're in the 2 through 10 range. Looking past Aguilar, incomplete. Offsides against Kansas City, however, pushes those 5 yards up for the Raiders. So basically better than a flat pass because it's 1st and 5. 1:22 left. KC has not used any of his timeouts yet. At this 1st and 5, you might start seeing a pretty heavy run posture here from the Raiders. 3 wide is not an indication of that. But a good chance to convert the first down here on 3 rush attempts. And you can get KC to burn the timeouts. So I'm expecting a linebacker here to Jacobs. Does Paul cross me up? Or does he do the expected? He crosses me up, flat pass. And Tim was expecting it. 6 white die shows up. Tim was expecting the run, so guessed wrong. White die gets 10 yards. 1st and goal from the 10. And from this range, Mariota's 2 through 6 on his must run to score. $1:15 left in the half. 3 wide. Another time I would expect a run here from the Raiders. Burn some of that clock. Don't take a chance of that elevated INT of Mariota, but crossing up work last play can work up here too. 1:15 left. 1st and goal from 10. Looking pass is on. 6 yards gained. Beautiful job by Paul crossing us up. Defense takes a timeout. 1:07. 2nd and goal now from the 4. 1:07 left in the half. Mariota, one of the better backups in the set, I would say. Certainly top half, at the very least. Maybe top 10. Formation is now in. Blocking back formation. 2nd and goal from the 4. The whole world is thinking run here. Pass. Showing the blitz is Tim, which is going to disincentivize the pass here. But that must run for Mariota looms large. Big play call. I mean, you're probably going to guess run because you want to avoid that must run if you're Tim. So may as well guess run. But that's what must run quarterbacks can do here. And he's going to key Jacobs. Jacobs is keyed, and he loses 2. 3rd and goal from the 6. 2nd timeout taken for the Chiefs. So from 6 yards out, Mariota is 2 through 9 on his must run. Not many completions short pass. Short pass completions right, 2, 3, 11, 12. INT on 10, 2 through 6, 11, 12. Second down would have been down to pass, I think. Here you're probably going to see a lot of double teams. Do you cross them up with a run? Really interesting play calling here. You could go either way. Short pass to Aguilar, not double teamed. Receiver incomplete on Aguilar's card. Whoa. So here we go, 4th and 6. The kicking team is on. 52 seconds left. The kick is up, and it is 2 through 11. Good on a 9. So with 45 seconds left, Pringle walks onto the field. From the -8, can Pringle take it back? He will probably try to return it here. And he scores again! 108 yards. Holy mackerel. Unbelievable. We're tied at 20. Bucker on for the extra point. It's good. What a turn of events here in Vegas. Ruggs now from 8 yards deep. What will he do? He'll fumble it. Does the fumble hold up? No, no fumble on the 4 white die. There's an offsides against KC. Let's see if he accepts it. Does, so it burns off some time. And so does returning it from the -8 for that matter. So another return, this time out to the 32. Burns more time now. So just 22 seconds, I think. Yeah, 22 seconds left for the Raiders. And let's see what Paul does here. Down 21-20 are the Raiders. They've outgained the Chiefs 251-114. We haven't seen Mahomes in ages. 21 minutes of possession versus 9 for KC. Special teams. Huge advantage for the Chiefs in this division. Shows up. Short pass to Waller, incomplete. Now 15 seconds left in the half. Three wide again. With Butker's range, you got to be careful on deep ball. Chiefs can come back and get a field goal here at the end of the half. He can throw a pick. Shard in the backfield. Marcus Mariota stays at quarterback. Long pass to Ruggs. He's doubled up. Incomplete. Raiders lucky to escape that. Went to Mariota's card. Complete on 12. Interception on 10. And of course, the defensive card had the INT at 7. Might just be a little frustration there from the Raiders, and well-deserved frustration, I would say. It's been an expertly played game by Paul. Just beautiful conversion of third down, beautiful long drives. It's nicely done. But the Chiefs able to hold them to 2 field goals inside the 10. Pretty important. 3rd and 10 now, 8 seconds. Long pass, not double teamed, is picked. So from the 34 is Thornhill. Big return here. Big return. 10 yards. So that's only leave us with 1 second left, if any. 1 second out of field goal range. So let's see what Mahomes does here. Goes 3 wide. Chiefs get their turnover. 1 apiece now in the half. Takes a long time to get this play in. Long pass to Pringle gets 29 yards, but that's not going to be enough. That will end the half. Pringle making his presence known here. And that will end the half. Paul usually takes a few minutes, so we will take a break with him. Unless Tim would like to join. I could ask. But since Paul usually takes a few minutes, which I kind of like actually, nice having him as a division mate, knowing you're going to get that time. I'm usually too impatient to take it myself, so when you have somebody else taking it for you, kind of forces it, which I like it. Get some things done. this up to see if Tim joins. Not going to join us. All right, so we'll take a quick break with it. Step it away. Back in a couple. Chiefs will get the kickoff when we resume. All right, we are back. 2nd and 9. Flush in the pocket, 7 yards. 3rd and 2 on this first set of downs for the Chiefs in the third quarter. Make sure we're right here. Mic is on. Everything looks right. Too tight, too wide. One running back, Everett Hilaire in the backfield on this 3rd and 2 against a 4-3. Short pass, Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. Finds the incompletion on Mahomes' card. The universal incompletion on 8. 4th and 2, and the Chiefs are forced to punt. Well, look at that. From the 21. Possible penalty. No block on, though, for the Raiders. Let's see what happens here. Flagrant face mask against Kansas City. It's going to add to this 23-yard return. Going to make it a net 8-yard punt. So, nice turn of events there for the Raiders. They start off now from the Chiefs' 41-yard line. 1st and 10. "46-yard punt, return 23 yards. Renfrow did it himself on the 9 reading. And then the flagrant face mask comes in. 1st and 10. Too tight. Witten and Waller with Jacobs in the backfield. Against the base 4-3 of the Chiefs. Derek Carr back in the game now after he got injured through the end of the first half. With 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Just under 2 minutes. Short pass. Waller. Flushed. Incomplete on Josh Jacobs' card. Chris Jones has a 90% chance of a sack. Everybody else at 0. On the base defense of the Chiefs. 2nd and 10. If Carr has connected on a flat pass on his own card, I don't remember it. But he has had success on a defensive card. 2nd and 10. Mariota even completed one on his card. His own card. Linebuck, guessed wrong. Jacobs is not going to get help from the center here. So 3 yards, and we have an injury on the Chiefs. Breeland goes down. He's going to miss another 2 games. Breeland is the 5 right cornerback, so it's a pretty significant injury for the Chiefs there. He's going to be replaced with another 4, though. There's 3 backup 4s for the Chiefs in the secondary. That's incredible. So just a downgrade from a 5 to a 4. But now the Chiefs have used 2 of their backup 4s. With Mathau's injury, that took up 1. That brought in Thornhill. So we have a 3rd and 7 after the 3-yard gain. Just out of field goal range here at the 38. So interesting territory for the Raiders, down a point here. Incredibly advantageous field position. Is it 2 downs to get 7, or is it 1 down? Short pass to Renfrow gets 6. So we have a 4th and 1. Decision time here. 2 through 6, 12. Make it 2 through 7, 12 from the 32. What will Paul do? He'll kick. A little bit better than a 50% chance. Call it 60%. The kick is what's the drama? Good. And the Raiders take the lead, 23-21. They take advantage of good field position. Go, I think, 3 and out, close to it. And here comes Pringle. Hold on to your hats. Here's an X on the black die. 23 yards. An illegal block from KC. It's going to back them up. They're going to have troublesome field position here. half the distance to the goal is going to put him at the 12. Yeah, 12-yard line. 1st and 10 now for KC. So, the rarely seen Patrick Mahomes gets back on the field for the Chiefs. 3 wide against the 4-2-5. Time of possession so far 23 minutes to 11 in favor of the Raiders. Thanks in large part to the 2 kick return touchdowns from the Chiefs that have really kept them in the ballgame. But start off now, down 2 points. Kelsey, flat pass. One man in the zone guessed right. Chance of a pass rush. Not much of a chance, though. It goes to Kelsey. He gets 8 on his card. 2nd and 2. 50% chance of a fumble falls as no fumble. So, disaster avoided there from the Chiefs. Second and 2. Line buck guessed wrong. 7 yards. Nice gains. Remember, Solaire to first down. Chiefs out to their own 27. Too tight, too wide. 1 running back. Short pass, Kelsey guessed right. Chance of a sack. It's there. 48%. Hankins gets there again. This time a huge 11-yard loss. So 2nd and 11. Sorry, 2nd and 21 for the Chiefs, which is shorthand for 2 short passes from Patrick Mahomes to a first down. See if the Chiefs can come up with that or more. Too tight showing here, so a bit of a run posture. Robinson and Hill, along with Kelsey against the 0. Interesting defensive call here. You might see a nickel on the 2nd and 21. Yeah, there it is, 4-2-5. Brings both those defensive tackles again to 0. As you'd expect, no blitz. Off tackle, Everett Solaire. Nobody behind. Box cars are in play. The boxes are in play. Doesn't come up, though, so 3 yards. Disappointing result there. 3rd and 18. As you look to the receivers, even Tyreek Hill has trouble getting 18 yards on his receiver card, short pass. In this position in the field, you might expect a deep ball. 4-1-6 is the call. Inviting the flat pass. Instead, it's an end run. Nobody behind. Does not get the 15 yards. Just misses it. 5 yards. So another stop for the Raiders defense. 4th and 13. Punt unit on. Townsend. It's a decent one off. Rolls another 11 yards to make it great. So net at 59 this time. Puts the Raiders back to their own 17. 8:06 left here in the 3rd quarter. 23-21 Raiders. Three wide for Vegas. Up against the nickel, no blitz shown. Big sack there for the Raiders. Generates the hold. Off tackle to Jacobs. Not going to get much against this crew, but the 6 against the nickel downgrades Jones from a 6 to a 5. Therefore, 6 yards on first down for the Raiders, 2nd and 4. Too tight, too wide. 1 running back for the Raiders. Up against 4-3. On this 2-yard gain for Jacobs. So that makes us 3rd and 2. Guessed right. Nice call there. Ekes out a couple yards. And they're going to go 3 wide here. Let's see what the defense of the Chiefs does here. And they're back to the 4-3. So looking pass opportunity is there for the Raiders if they want it. On this 3rd and 2, do they take it? That free safety is stuck, can't move up. Yep, takes the opportunity and gets 6 yards. Possible penalty. No penalty shows up like for the first time in a long time. We've seen a lot of X's with possible penalties where there's a penalty seemingly every time. This time, no. First down, taking advantage of the 4-3 defense. Nice job. Nice call again by Paul. When he sees that look, that's what you have to do. 1st and 10 now, out to the 31. Looking pass again. This time the 6 white die. Another X, though. And once again, the X does not show up. This is on the penalty card of the Chiefs. The last one was on the Raiders penalty card. The Raiders do have a fairly busy penalty card. Not the busiest, but fairly busy. Taking a look at the Chiefs on this 1st and 10. 3 wide for the Raiders. 5:42 left in the 3rd. Raiders out to their own 44. Now the Chiefs have a very advantageous card. Where the opponent has there's a flat pass, and it is a personal foul, late hit on the quarterback as an incomplete pass, so 15 yards from here. And that was the Chiefs penalty card. And like I said, they have an advantageous penalty card with opponent number 5 penalty on 7. But that being said, there's Chiefs penalties on 4 and 10, number 4 and number 5. So the 4 and 10, when you combine the 4 and the 10, it's equal to the same chance of a 7 coming up. So I guess you could say the Chiefs have a fairly neutral card. Off tackle, Josh Jacobs. He's going to get nothing because of a false start on the Raiders. Would have gotten 15, wiped away. 1st and 15 now from the KC 46, 5:24 left. And that one showed up, that penalty showed up on the Chiefs card. There's an opponent offsides on 9. Chiefs offsides on 5. So again, neutralized. The 5 equals the 9. 1st and 15. 3 wide, shotgun. Jacobs in the backfield. Looking past Aguilar. He's doubled up. But 5 yards nonetheless come on Carr's card on the double team. And, you know, double teaming on the flat pass is an interesting little thing, isn't it? Because if he wasn't double teamed, that 7 would have yielded on Carr's card. Let's see here if I can find it. Where's his card? It would have been -1 and revert to Aguilar's yak. And he'd be hard-pressed to hammer out 5 yards. It actually would be an unlikely event. So the double team guarantees him those 5 yards. You know, he's a C yak. So the double team, in a weird way, comes back to help the Raiders. On a 2nd down now, and a 1st down now, the incompletion is on, once again, on Carr's interception spot on his flat pass card. 3rd or 4th time he's rolled an 11 on that flat pass. Counts for a good amount of Carr's incompletions today. He's 20 of 32 for 225. And now the Chiefs are looking to hold the Raiders on a 3rd and 10 from the Chiefs 41 with 4:30 left. So far today, the Raiders are 8 out of 13 on third down, 62% clip. No blitz being shown. Three wide, one fullback. That's Ingold versus a dime 3-2-6. So not much of a run threat there. Waiting for the call. It's in. Short pass to Renfro. Incomplete on Karsgaard. He hits the 8. 4th and 10. Raiders likely to punt here. Big opportunity there for the Raiders. For the first time in a while, they come up empty. We haven't seen much of Cole since the first quarter, I believe. Coffin corner kick is well placed at the 5-yard line. And now the Chiefs need a field goal to take the lead, or need to go 95 yards for a touchdown. And Kaiser is in on this 2 tight, 2 wide, 1 running back with Edwards Hilaire formation, 4-3 for the Raiders. Linebacker guessed wrong, but a linebacker is there. Goes to Edwards Hilaire card, and he gets 9 yards on the deuce. 2nd and 1. Nice call by the defense. Doesn't work out, though. Second and 1 now. Expect the Raiders just to let him get the first down here. We'll go conservative on D, I would assume. Oh, he calls run. It's correct, and it's no gain. And Kaiser, that second tight end, is going to miss this game and the next one. So the Chiefs are falling, but not a very important player there compared to the previous injury. If there's anybody on the field that Tim would want to lose, it would have been Kaiser. Now, Kaiser's back on the field here. He can't be thrown to on this 3rd and 1. Really nice call there, aggressive call by Paul. More aggressive than I would be, so credit to Paul there. The call run on 2nd and 1 against these Chiefs. Let's guess correctly. Went to no gain, so we have a 3rd and 1. Too tight for the Chiefs. Let's see what the Raiders show here. They're in the 4-3. Do the Chiefs take a shot? They don't. Flat pass guessed wrong. It's an opportunity for the Chiefs to pick up some yards here. They only get 4, and they'll be happy to take those 4. First down at their own 18. 2:06 left in the 3rd. New set of downs for KC. Again, too tight. Kaiser stays on the field despite being injured. Short pass to Robinson. Picked off. Possible flag on the play. Keep that in mind as we see this return. 16 yards. Do we have a flag? We do not have a flag. It holds up. And the Raiders convert on a 2-3 interception split on Mahomes' card. Return it a chunky 16 yards inside the red zone. 1st and 10. The Chiefs have to be shaking their heads on that one. And if you're the Raiders, boy, it would be tough to settle for a field goal here. I'd have to be outside to contain, not to go for it on 4th down. Got to get that 2-score lead here. Huge opportunity going into the 4th quarter. Jacobs gets 7 on first down. Nice pickup. Stays in flat pass eligible territory at the KC 10. Almost a perfect gain if you're not going to get the first down. 2nd and 3. Too tight, too wide, and running back. Guessed wrong and run, gets 4 yards. First down Raiders at the 6. 4 plays to get 6 yards. 54 seconds left in this third quarter. Josh Jacobs, 2 nice runs for 11 yards. Puts the Raiders in a good first and goal position here from the 6. KC's linebacker, even with a man there, gets 7 yards on 8. 4 yards on 7. Linebackers aren't so strong. So it's nice to have that linebacker in zone there. You don't have to deal with the 6 defensive tackles of the Chiefs. Richard in the backfield, interestingly. As we scramble to take a look at Richard's card. Blocking back versus the 4-3 blitz. End run to Richard. He gets a short gain, touchdown. He has a beautiful end run and off tackle. Guessed wrong. He has a 6-yard average, which means that short gain of 15 was actually bracketed down to 6. So he was within range. Nice job by Paul, realizing that his low usage back is effective from that 6-yard range. The extra point is good. And it pays off beautifully. Nice job, Paul Conti. Touchdown, Raiders. And they're up 9 as we near the end of the third. Here's Pringle. Can he do it again? He cannot. 23 yards. KC starts off at the 22. $18 ticks left in the third quarter. Plenty of time for these Chiefs. But the touchdown's huge to be up 9. Flat pass to Pringle. Man is there, gets 2 yards. That'll end the third quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs. From their own 24. Too tight. Kaiser, the injured Kaiser, on the field. And he's a 0, so let's figure this out. Are there more wide receiver injuries than I realized? Watkins out. Watkins and Hardman, right. So with Watkins and Hardman out, it doesn't leave the Chiefs many options. Basically need to have a voided receiver on the field, I believe. I don't think they have a choice. Short pass to Robinson. Can you avoid the blitz? He does. But this time, the 2-3 split interception on the Raiders card pops up. Falls incomplete on the 5 roll on the 2-3 split. And it's incomplete. 4 men in the zone would have not yielded an interception either. 3-4. So big 3rd down and 8 from their own 24. Not really in go-for-it territory for the Chiefs. Most definitely, especially with their offense, punt-away territory here in almost every situation. Let's see if the Chiefs can eliminate the need for that decision here on 3rd and 8. No blitz being shown. Double teaming everybody except Pringle. So Pringle's got a shot here. And he does. He converts it. Even if he was double teamed, he'd get that one. On the defensive card, 6, 12 yards, first down. Big conversion for the Chiefs. Up to their own 36, though. 14:06. Long way to go. Another long field for Kansas City. Has not put together much offense so far this half. But we've seen it before, i.e. the Jets game, where this team can just turn it on. One-yard gain on first down. So possessions for the Chiefs. Interception, punt, and then a long time ago, touchdown, an actual possession. Haven't really moved the ball much since that point of what, the first quarter? Is that right? The second quarter? Second quarter. 2nd and 9 here. Okay, so yeah, that's how you can get another receiver on the field. You go 3 wide. Might see more 3 wide, two running backs as well. Looking past to Kelsey. Man is there. Guess right. He gets 2 yards. Working that one-man Raiders card. It's come up a lot. 2 yards, 4 yards. It brings up another third down, 3rd and 7. Not the result the Chiefs were looking for to set up this 3rd and 7. They're looking for more than that, but 3rd and 7 is still quite manageable for these Chiefs. 3-2-6. Up to the 39 now. So 4th and 1 from their own 45 might yield a conversion opportunity for the Chiefs. It would be a tough decision. With 12:54 left. Pringle in. Has receiver options here. Pringle getting a lot of looks. This is a short pass to Edwards-Helaire. 4 men in the zone, not double teamed. Incomplete on the Raiders card. 4th and 7. Chiefs likely to punt it, but let's see. I mean, there's a case to be made not to do it. Yeah, he goes and punt it. Makes sense to me. Pouncing on again. He's 61 yards away from a touchback. Let's see what happens. It goes 54. So Vegas from the 7. Letting it bounce is dangerous. So Renfrow likely to return it. And gets 8 yards. Letting it bounce, I believe, in this case would have ended up at the 1-yard line. So nice choice from Paul, unless I'm mistaken. Nice choice from Paul there to do the return instead. Puts him out to 15. A little bit of breathing room. 12:18 left to go in the game. Three wide, 1 half. Nickel from the Chiefs, 3-3-5. Jacobs has 10 carries left, plenty. The decision on the first down is to throw flat to Jacobs. Gets 7 yards on Jacobs' nice receiver card. 2nd and 3. Nice chunk there. Up to the 22-yard line. 2nd and 3. Move on to an hour 36 minutes in this game, roughly. Sort of stepping on the Air Force Nevada kickoff here in real life. 2nd and 3. And run, guessed wrong. Jacobs gets 4, first down. Big conversion there. Keeps the clock moving, 11:24. When I say conversion, it's a 2nd down conversion. Best way to convert 3rd downs is not to have them. 3 wide for the Raiders. And run again, 4 yards from Jacobs. 2nd and 6. Jacobs now down to 8 carries. If that's right. That'll be 7 now. I think it's 7. Just haven't gotten the new numbers yet. 2nd and 6. Let's see. No, it's 8. It's 8. 2nd and 6 from the Vegas 30. 11:06 left. Each series of downs important. 3 wide. Against a straight up nickel. 3-3-5. Waiting for the play call. Line buck to Jacobs. Gets 4. Sets up a 3rd and short with 10:30 left here in the 4th. 3rd down and 2 from the Vegas 34. Goes 3 wide. Interesting decision here for the Chiefs. They've been oscillating between the nickel and the 4-3 in these situations of 3rd and under 5 yards against the 3 wide. Sticks with 4-3 here, inviting that look and pass. Paul has accepted that invitation on both occasions so far. I imagine he'll do it again. Can't double team. Maximum 1 man in zone. Can't double team the look and pass. He runs it. Booker gets 6. Yeah, it sticks. Wow, guessed right. Gets 6 yards on 3rd and 2. Conversion, 9:54 left. So Paul passes on the look and pass opportunity. Had plenty of ways on Booker's card not to convert. 5, 6, 7, 8. But finds the 3 roll to convert. New set of downs. Chiefs starting to become concerned with the clock now at 9:54. Vegas now 9 of 15 on 3rd downs. Chiefs 4 of 8. 3 wide. Booker in the backfield. Booker has 93 attempts. He is not limited from low usage. Can run in all 3 zones. Has a 23-yard gain on end run wrong 8. We have a joiner or 2. Hello, Harlan. Hello, Scott. Welcome aboard. We have a 30-21 lead for Vegas. Flat pass to Waller is complete for 6 yards. So 30-21. Raiders are up 9 points with 9:36 left in the game. They're driving, have already converted 2 first downs. They're nearing midfield now, 2nd down and 4 from the 46. Both teams have 3 timeouts. A touchdown here for the Raiders, if they can get another 54 big yards, would be a dagger. Even a field goal would be helpful to make it a 2-touchdown game. 2nd and 4, 3 wide, Jacobs in the backfield. Jacobs with 7 carries left. No blitz shown on this 3-3-5 from the Chiefs. End run Jacobs guessed wrong on the 1 white die. Ends up guessed right, but Jacobs gets 5 yards anyway. Converts. Another first down for the Raiders. Big guessed right pickup there from Josh Jacobs. By far, the best reading on a guessed right roll of 6 is on Jacobs' end run. So a nice play selection from Paul. 1st and 10, now showing 2 tight end, 2 wide, and Booker as the lone setback against the 4-3. Sometimes I'll turn on YouTube and just look for Pat Summerall games so he can say the words lone setback. Him saying that is just music. 4-3 defense for the Chiefs. Flat pass, guessed right to Waller. 2 men are there. Goes to Carr's card. Waller's receiver card falls incomplete. A lot of great readings have landed on Waller's card flat pass, clutch ones, but not this time. 2nd and 10. 9 minutes left now here in the fourth from the KC 49. Carlson has a usual field goal range out to the 37, but he's good there, 2 through 6-12. If the Raiders can gain another 13 yards, they'll get into that zone, but right now they have work to do it. 2nd and 10, linebacker to Jacobs, guessed wrong, short gain, 14 yards and more. 14 it is, and that puts them up to the 35. First down, Raiders. 8:24 now left as the clock ticks down. Raiders started this drive with 12:18 left to play in the fourth. They have a first down now with 8:24 left to play. At the very least, very effective at getting the clock down to about the halfway point here of the quarter. Too tight, too wide. Jacobs in the backfield against the 4-3. Looking pass. Guess right. 2 men are there. Yak reading shows up. 6-yard gain net for the Raiders. And nice call by Tim. Well executed by the defense, but Carr's card shows up on the one white die to negate the 2 linebackers. The Yak reading of -1 to start off is supplemented by the 5 roll to get another 7 yards for Ruggs. 2nd and 4 now as it nets out 6 from the KC 29. 7:48 left to play. Ruggs is a C-Yak. Too tight with Jacobs as the halfback. Linebacker to Jacobs. Short gain. Possible penalty. Is there a penalty? There is. Unnecessary roughness against Kansas City. Another 15 yards. That's going to put the Raiders at the 8-yard line. Huge call. Casey's had a few of them today. And that one is massive. 1st and goal now for the Raiders from the 8 at the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the penalties. 11th penalty against the Raiders for 113 yards. Sorry, against the Chiefs for 113 yards. 11 penalties for 113 against KC, 4 for 25 for the Raiders. If you're Paul, you might say, well, thank you very much, but I need more than that to offset 2 kick return touchdowns, which is how the Chiefs have scored 2/3 of their points today. But nonetheless, comes up huge here. Blocking back formation for the Raiders. Jacobs as the halfback, Ingold fullback. Blitz being shown from the Chiefs. Everyone in the world expecting a Jacobs run here. You might even see a key. Will Paul cross this up? He doesn't. Jacobs up the middle, guessed wrong. Only gets a yard with 1 linebacker in zone. 2nd and 7, but meaningfully, the clock ticks under 7 minutes. 6:54 left in regulation. So we've gotten here 30-21 for those just joining us, with the Raiders putting together long drive after long drive and putting up points. And on 2 occasions on the ensuing kickoff, the Chiefs return them for touchdowns. 2 occasions, Pringle. Pringle's 3rd and 4th kick return touchdown of the year have kept the Chiefs around in this game, down 9 here with 6:54 left. 3 wide for the Raiders. Jacobs, the halfback. Waiting for the Chiefs' defensive call. They go 3-3-5 blitz. Chiefs with a slew of injuries, including 2 to their secondary. The 2 best secondary players, 6 and a 5, both out. Very deep bench, though. Lots of 4s on the bench that filled in well. Linebacker Jacobs, guess wrong, going to get 4 yards. So we're going to have a 3rd and goal from the 3. No doubt about it, field goal territory here for the Raiders. 6:18 left if they don't convert. 3 yards to Pater. If they score the touchdown, they'll go for 1 to go up 16, presumably. Showing 3 wide here. In the shotgun, Jacobs is the halfback. 4-2-5. Get those good linemen on the pass rush line for the Chiefs, showing blitz as well. Those linebackers that fill those holes for the Chiefs are not as good as their defensive tackles. So when those readings come up for linebacker, it gives them a chance. Short pass to Jacobs. It's guessed wrong. Incomplete. Finds the incompletion on Skarsgård. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 3. It's a 2-11 kick here for Carlson to make it a 12-point game. It is up, and it is good. He hits it. 33-21, Vegas. 5:42 left. Here's Pringle. He does not return it for a touchdown this time. 23 yards. And the Chiefs are going to start at the 25-yard line. As Carson Strong takes a big hit in the Nevada Air Force game. He'll be playing for an NFL team next year. I doubt he starts, but he'll be drafted high, the Nevada quarterback. Speaking of Nevada, Las Vegas leads by 12. 5:24 left. Going to prevent the big play here best they can, presumably. We're going to see nickels and dimes going forward from the Raiders no matter what is shown to us by the Chiefs. Here's a 4-2-5 against a 3 wide. 5:24 left. Chiefs need 2 touchdowns. Short pass to Kelsey. 4 men in zone, guessed right. On this 1st and 10. Mahomes throws, and he's flushed. Pringle gets 8 yards on his receiver card. No chance of fumble this time. Carl Nassib on the pressure only had, he had a 0% chance against the 7 Eric Fisher. 2nd and 2 for the Chiefs. 5:06 left. From their own 33. 67 yards for the Chiefs to get one of their needed 2 scores. Chiefs have been in similar position before against the Jets. They scored here, got non-sides, and went on to win. So this outcome is far from certain. No men in the long pass zone, but it's a short pass, and it's complete for 12. 4:48 left, up to the KC 45, 1st and 10. Gotta think Tim noticed that the Raiders had nobody deep. I doubt the Raiders do that again for the rest of the game, though, if I had to guess. $4.25. Waiting for the play call. It's 3 wide versus 4-2-5. Short pass to Hill. 1 man is deep. 3 men in short pass. And this is a short pass to Hill. It is incomplete, but there's an offside against Vegas. Makes it 1st and 5, down to 4:30 on the clock. Each tick matters. KC's reach midfield. not moving as fast as they might like. Long pass to, it ends up in a must run. Pringle out for the rest of the game. 9-yard gain. Now that leaves the Chiefs in a bit of a pickle here in terms of receivers. Watkins is hurt. Pringle is hurt. Hardman is hurt. Their second tight end is hurt. Who's left? Tim's shifting through the cards here. And we'll do the same. Kelsey will be on the field. Tyreek Hill will be on the field. The second tight end might be a computer-only guy. Yeah, we don't have him in our cards. Oh, here he is. Kaiser, he's out. Pringle's out. Harbin's out. So he's going to have to go, if he wants to have an eligible receiver on the field, he's going to have to turn to his fullbacks. So in that case, he goes 3 wide. So Pringle is not eligible here. I believe that's how it works. Kelsey gets 29 yards. Down to the 12. Defender X reading in one man against a 0. Big gain. 3:18 left. Looking for the fullback is Anthony Sherman. He would be eligible. And can he catch anything? Well, he can catch a short pass. That's something. 1st and 10 now for the Chiefs from the 12. 3:18. All timeouts are there for both sides. Short pass to Hill, 4 men in zone. Needs 12 for the score. Gets 11. Tim happy to take those 11 yards, but nonetheless annoying to have the clock tick down to 2:42 on this 1st and goal. Showing 3 wide. I would assume we're going to see a Mahomes sneak here. Even one play, stopping him for one play, getting a penalty would be really helpful for the Raiders just to take 1 tick of the clock down. 1st and goal from the 1. Short pass to Kelsey. Crosses everybody up. Paul keyed Mahomes like I would have done. Incomplete, 4 men in zone. Big play there. Brings us to 2:24. So we're not going to get to the warning if there's a score here because of the incompletion. But every tick counts. Pro set now, which keeps everybody eligible. Good call by Tim. Sherman's in the game. 4-3, no blitz being shown. Mahomes 20 of 27 today, 238, no scores, and an interception. Looking for that first score here, or will they run it in? Try to run it in. Short pass to Kelsey. Again, a guest run. Another guest wrong opportunity. This time, incomplete on the Kelsey short pass. Wrong card. The 7 shows up, and now we will get to the warning. No matter what on this drive, effectively takes a timeout away from the Chiefs. That very unlikely interception is meaningful. Sorry, very unlikely incompletion is meaningful from a time perspective. 3rd and goal from the 1. And that's assuming the Chiefs score. At this point, it's got 2 chances left to get this 1 yard. It was a 1st and goal at the 1. Now we are a double team Tyreek Hill, and it's a pass rush sack. Hankins, his third sack of the game. He has come up huge for the Raiders today. It's 4th and goal now from the 7 as we hit the warning. And he's had some bigger losses than that. So the Chiefs are kind of fortunate to be facing a 4th and goal from the 7. He's had some 11-yard losses today, which would have been really crippling, but very much in short pass range here for the Chiefs on this 4th and goal from the 7 with 2 minutes left in regulation. 33-21 Raiders lead. Three wide, one halfback. Nice play. Nice play by the Air Force defense. This is the game. Chiefs must convert here. 4-2-5. No blitz being shown by the Raiders. Interestingly, taking away the sniper scope instead. We will see the Chiefs pass here. That's for sure. I guess a double team posture here coming from the Raiders. Can they double the right guy? And if they double the right guy, what will show up? The Raiders have a completion on 6-4 men. Even if doubled, would be effective. Also on 3. Tyreek Hill, I believe, has double team receptions. Kelsey is double teamed correctly. Here's the throw on the double team. 4th and goal. Pass rush, fumble. We have and it's recovered by the Raiders. Strip sack by the Raiders. They take over at the 14. Kendall Vickers makes the sack. 4 against Wisniewski. Wisniewski is in as an injury replacement. It was a 72% chance of sack. The 18 shows up, results in the fumble. Strips him of the ball. 1:52 left. We'll see some runs here from the Raiders as Casey cycles through their timeouts. We have Richard and Booker. Let's see. We don't have a formation yet from the Raiders. So if the Raiders hold on, what does this mean? Well, that means the Chiefs will fall among the 4-loss teams in the conference. There'll be an effective tie in the AFC West. The Chiefs hold a 1-game tiebreaker right now over the Chargers, but they'll both be at 6-4 in the division. In the conference, Pittsburgh will, as far as we know, stand with the Patriots. We have the Patriots win recorded here. The Patriots beat Houston. No, we don't. So Patriots up to 7-3. Steelers, we do have that win recorded. So the Steelers and the Pats will both be 7-3 on top of the conference. Linebacker Jacobs on first down gets 4 yards. And there is the first timeout from the Chiefs. For the Raiders, we'll bring them up to 4-6, which will give them some separation from those toward the bottom of the conference. And given how bunched up it is, the playoffs are still in the cards for just about everybody in the AFC. Jacobs with min fumbles. Guessed right, only had a 6 chance out of 1,000 to fumble. So it's good to get it in his hands. Carr has a higher fumble, however, and he gets the ball here, and he gets 2. Carr is at 29 out of 1,000 versus Jacobs 6 out of 1,000. But Carr does not fumble. Gets 2 yards, 3rd and 4, second time out from KC. Conversion here will end the game for all intents and purposes. A punt, however, will put Hardman on the field. I would assume the Raiders would coffin corner it to avoid it, but hey, not all coffin corners work. It can still be returned in certain circumstances. Jacobs, the lone setback here on this 3rd and 4. Looking past the Ruggs, crosses him up, gets 11. First down, Raiders. That should do it. Chiefs will use their last timeout. I say it every game, but I'll say it again. Yes, you can fumble when you are kneeling the ball. I think Harlan is listening in. I think I fumbled. Matt Ryan and my Falcons fumbled against Harlan once on a snap, on a kneel down that resulted in 7 points for Harlan's Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken. So here is a knee from Carr. KC holding on to one timeout here. See if they use it. They don't. And this should be it. Big win for Paul. Well called game. Really well called game. Congratulations, Paul. Nicely done. Victory formation. Carr takes a knee. And that is it. 33-21. Raiders over the Chiefs. I believe we'll have Tim join us here. Extend the invitation anyway, just one more time. Let's see if Tim or Paul join. In the meantime, let's put the box up here, because it was a pretty interesting box score, given that Chiefs didn't have that many possessions, really, thanks to Pringle's return. So Chiefs end up with 249 yards from scrimmage to Vegas' 398. And 17-7 lead for Vegas here with 4:30 left in the half. And we all assumed, well, the Chiefs would get the ball back and have a possession to try to return serve. Well, they never even got the ball because Pringle returned it 98 yards for a score. So instead, the Raiders got the ball back and went down and got the field goal before the half to make it 20-14. But again, Pringle comes back with another kickoff return for a touchdown. So before the half was over, KC had the lead, despite not really having the ball very often at all. Hey, Tim. Can you hear me?
Give me a second here. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you, Tim. Are you
All
there?
right. Yep.
Hey.
How's it going?
Going all right. Tough one for the Chiefs.
Yeah, sure was.
Wow. Tell you what.
Where do you start with that game? What a crazy game. Good gracious.
And that was, yeah. Where do you? I guess you start with Pringle, right? I mean, if you can, that would be the
You
headline
would if it mattered.
Yeah, I mean, and that Pringle kept you in it for when the defense was sputtering. Not that your offense wouldn't have done the job anyway, right? But the offense.
Well,
I'm getting going.
Not necessarily. Not the way I've been playing.
Yeah. So what's your take? What is your main takeaway?
It's disappointing. It's a division loss. Things are real tight now. You and I are tied. So just from a league perspective, that's not good. But from a game perspective, yeah, it was a frustrating loss. He was absolutely crushing me on third downs tonight, especially in the first half. I know at one point he was 7 of 9 on third downs. Where he also crushed me, and this has been a common theme I've seen, it seems like, in my games, is his intermediate series play calls, first and second down, compared to mine. Flat passes for him seem to consistently set up second short with 5, 6, 8, 14. And Mahomes' flat passes continually seem to set me up with a 2-yard completion, a 3-yard completion, a 4-yard completion here. I was having trouble winning that. And then I also had the return of the I know I was talking to you about how the frequency at which I'm hitting the fumble rating on both Kelsey and Hill. And we
Mhm.
saw it pop up for each of them in this game again. And on Hills, he actually, he lost the fumble. So,
He did.
yeah. And then, of course, I think 11 or 12 penalties. I had like 5 personal fouls in this game.
Yep.
So, 3
Yep.
turnovers. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I guess when I was getting those kick returns to stay in the game, I'm almost frustrated at that point. I mean, of course, I was laughing. I was great. I was happy to be in the game, but you also don't really want to win a game like that. I don't want to. We're at the end, and I've won it 28-27, and I had 2 kick returns. And in the first half, for example, I ran 14 offensive plays. 14.
Yeah.
Just whatever's going on with how I'm running my team, I'm lucky to have won the games I've won, and the ship is sinking fast. And there's plenty of time left, and but I'm not doing very good with this group. That's for sure.
Well, that's a good summary, and there's one thing you didn't mention was all the injuries, right? There was
Yeah.
a lot of subplots in this.
Yes, I thought so too. And you mentioned the injuries, just quickly hitting on that. I'm not sure if you're thinking the same thing I am when you say that, but the subplot of it, not just that those injuries, took people off the field, but the injuries that I walked into the game with
Mhm.
already were consistently haunting me. I'm
Yep.
not used to getting sacked by the Raiders and teams that don't have better blitzing than that. But Algretti's been out, and he kept hitting Algretti's number. He got these big sacks that took me out of drives,
Yep.
taking advantage of Algretti being hurt and Tyrann Mathieu being hurt. Hurt me in a linebuck zone when
Sure
I
did.
needed his 6 rating. It
Yep.
also hurt me in the look in when I
Yep.
needed his 6 rating. I was not having real success with Matthew double teaming today. My pinpoint accuracy on who he was throwing to wasn't that sharp, but one of the places I was pretty sharp was I was getting some good run on using Matthew as a robber and running him down into the flats and
Mhm.
doubling down there. But it was kind of the same thing where he was still winning in the flats. I would get that and I couldn't take enough advantage of those opportunities.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yep. For sure. Well said. Really well said. And as you go back through the broadcast, you'll see that. You'll see
yeah,
the tip on
that'll
it.
be interesting to see how
It's
much we line up.
yeah. It's I that you mentioned that Mathau coverage of the run zones, and
Yeah,
we that was a very interesting subplot. We had a lot of plays inside the 10, some with Mariota, which is another another piece to cover if we want
yeah, that's
to,
right. And then my
and
receiver injuries, we haven't even got to that.
right where you have to get Sherman in the game if you want to have all of
Yes, I was thinking
the
the
value
same
play.
thing. I've got Sherman. That's what I've got.
And but on
And
the on
by
the
the way, his longest reception is 5 yards, if I remember right.
well, he has a short no, he has short pass completion. He has short pass completions
Are
on there.
you sure about that? Well, look at
Yeah.
his longest reception, though. I think
Longest is 5 for a touchdown, but he has short pass completions on his card of an 8. Guess right is complete for 11.
but correct me if I'm wrong. If he gets hit in the flat, it's going to cap it at 5. Because that's what's been happening to me all season long. And so that's why I've been sitting in the 3 wide receiver, 1 halfback when I typically don't like to do it. Historically, I don't like to sit in 3 wides like that because I don't like the idea that one of my run opportunities could be taken away from me, and so I prefer to, have the fullback in there. But the problem has been I keep getting these dump passes that end up selecting at random who it's going to go to. Sherman keeps popping up, and I keep getting capped at 5 yards. So I've had to change my whole strategy this year into this 3 wide receiver formation. I'm really not a fan of.
Yeah. Well, I think if he can catch a short pass, I assume the game would let him if it's on
And
his
that
receiver card.
that,
But
yeah, that may be so. Is it possible though that I know I'm not making this up. I know I remember it. It just was kept. I kept getting capped at 5 yards. I'll double check that in some testing. But
well, nonetheless,
yeah,
all those plays inside the 10 were fascinating. I thought because you sort of had a disadvantage because your tackles were taken out of the equation as much as obviously you're getting lower yards on the 6, 7, 8, but on the 5 and the 9 when you challenged your defensive players, relying on the linebackers and relying on not Mathau but his backup, meant he was getting some
Thornhill.
yards that Thornhill that the tackles would have would have stopped if they would have been on the challenge. So it almost was an advantage for him
Yeah,
to,
no, that's true.
to run against those guys. Which was,
That's true, but that's also why I didn't put Thornhill on the line that much. But you're right. Once you get inside the 10, the advantage my sixes at tackle present, it gets muted a little bit, and it becomes a little bit more difficult to manage how you want to attack your odds and everything. So,
yeah, I mean,
and then of course that's complicated more when, like we talked about, that I've got my backup tight end out, and then I've got three wide receivers out, and literally don't have enough people to field. I was, always we always want to know how conscious is your opponent of the fact right now that one of these guys is completely irrelevant.
right, right. Well,
So, but you never know.
it was yeah, we could talk for a while about this one. Um,
Crazy
the,
game.
the the initial fumble went down and scored the touchdown. Then I think forced a punt and took the 10-0 lead. And then you came down for your best drive of the game there, and Bell scored on the touchdown run. And then after that, it just went us off the rails because it was just long drive after long drive of the Raiders that you punched right back with Pringle on a couple of occasions.
That's right.
and,
Yeah.
and those long drives with those third downs and those 6 white guys popping up, I guess one question for you on those long drives on inside a containment, so inside a 3rd and 5, so 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. He would sometimes go to 3 wide, and I think 2/3 of the time he went with a 4-3 defense, and 1/3 of the time he went with a nickel.
Yeah.
So you're
I
sort of
think I might dispute those percentages, but you're absolutely right. I was absolutely splitting those two formations.
yep, and you're sort of inviting that look in, and he accepted the invitation on a couple of occasions. What were your thoughts on going 4-3? Just didn't buy the pass formation there on 3rd and short.
Uh, well, so on 3rd and short, I'm going to protect the flats. I'm always going to protect the flats. That's kind of how I feel. And uh, the other thing is the main reason is a 4-3 allows me to keep my tackles in. You know,
Yep,
at a 6, and so when somebody gets into a 3rd and 5 and under, and I know that you rolling a white dice over my tackle is going to result in a first down, I'm more inclined to try to play a formation that's going to keep my 6 tackles in the game, and my choices there become the 4-3,
yep,
which sometimes, if I elect that against a 3 wide receiver formation, I understand that my safety's busy at that
yep,
point.
yep,
But the only other option is the 4-2-5, and I don't like to look in starting open.
yep.
Unless I'm going up against an offensive formation that's not multiple wides, split formation, so like that. So
Love those sorts of decisions. That's what makes the game fun, isn't it?
yeah, and so for me, those are always going to be where I end up splitting, and it is completely, game flow situation that's going to dictate my gut call on which of those I use in that moment when it comes
Yep.
up.
I guess the last thing I'll hit on, you mentioned it in passing, was the sacks. So
Yeah,
you both had basically 0% across the board, except for one guy in one matchup, and your matchup was up against your injured left guard, and his matchup I guess was starters, but nonetheless, you both had a nice chunky matchup. He had like a
yeah,
90%, you had like a 70%, and it came up. Obviously you're throwing short more than he is, so you're going to have the opportunity to
sure.
have it come up more. But boy, the Raiders took advantage of that. Look at that, 5 sacks to 0. So you just ended up getting the short
Did
end
you
of the
just say
stick.
5? I knew he had a bunch of. I did not think it was. He had
Well,
5
one was on a
sacks.
must run. One was on a
So
must run.
I can't scroll it down. Can you scroll it down? Who got those sacks? I know two
Yeah,
or three were Hankins.
yeah, it was Hankins disrupting the game for you there. So 3 from Hankins.
Yeah,
The other
3.
2, one was off a must run, no gain,
Oh yeah,
right, which is recorded as a sack, and
and
then
the other might have been a safety.
I think Vickers picked
Kendall
up the last
Vickers.
one. Yeah, I think Vickers picked up the last one.
Yeah.
I think that was
So
Hankins.
yeah, Hankins. And hey, listen, you know me, I love injuries. I love it, and it's disappointing, obviously, that when you have these moments in these games like that, where I'm like, well, Matthews gone, and that keeps costing me, and Algretti's gone, and that keeps costing me, and but I, I'll complain about it from the standpoint of it helps to lose a game sometimes, but I don't know. I mean, that's how you get to use the depth, and that's how you create different This game is different than the game I played against the Raiders last time because every dynamic changes throughout the season, and injuries are a part of that. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But
It's funny how the game writer just gives the first two sentences to Daniel Carlson. We haven't even touched on, who, yeah, he was money.
yeah, he even gave me Paul gave me an opportunity where it was. I think he had. I can't remember exactly when it was, but he had a 4th and 1 in my territory that I was really kind of surprised he didn't go for it.
Yep. Yep.
I was, I can't remember exactly when that happened, but I know that I was personally happy that I held him to a field goal.
Yep.
So, but
There's a 2 through 7, 12 chance.
yeah, and it
That
wasn't a big exactly. It wasn't a huge percentage. I was kind of surprised he didn't go for it, but hey, I couldn't really effectively move the ball today, and it wouldn't matter in that situation. So,
Yeah, Mariota, I tell you, boy, yeah, sorry, we're
yeah,
extending this broadcast probably longer than we should, but a
it's
very
all right.
interesting
It's all
card,
right.
right? I mean, that was really my first good look at it, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
me too.
when you looked at it, you're like, "Whoa, this is this is
Injury
difficult."
like that happens, and everybody goes scrambling for their deck of cards.
Yeah, I mean, and particularly difficult to defend inside the 10,
Yeah,
where his must runs are real money, where you're inclined to pick run for
yeah.
must run avoidance.
I was thinking the same thing. He's got that card. That here he is inside the 10. These must runs can kill me. It really makes red zone defense difficult. And for Mariota, the number of must runs that he's stacking there, it's more than you'll see generally for Josh Allen,
Mhm.
Lamar Jackson. I mean, his must run stack there is 5 deep at least. It feels like it was 6 deep. It's crazy.
Yeah, we're right up
So
toward the top of the set in must run attempts, and
yeah.
really good yards. I think Taysom Hill probably has a little bit more must run attempts, but Mariota has more yards.
And by the way, and that's another great reason for injuries. I mean, it wasn't just me that had to suffer injuries. He had Mario to come in. It's in a critical place in the game still. I hadn't, yet, fallen, off the bandwagon there. And Mariota has to finish the half end. If I recall, he drives down and gets that score.
Yep,
And against some time pressure too.
yep,
But uh, yeah, I think that's a neat storyline that you get because injuries are a part of the game, and we'd miss that without it. It's just I don't know. It's a lot of fun with them. I like
absolutely.
them.
I totally agree.
With you 100%. Yep.
Anything else to add?
Yeah, just if I can, just in case anybody watches this, I'm probably going to send an email out this weekend to get us geared up for what's going to about to be a 2-week week 12. As we always do that for Thanksgiving. So I'll get some information out on that. I'm going to also email you, Anthony. I got some ideas on some content I want to work with you on.
Great.
And also, I would just to give a heads up that I think I'm going to look at broadcasting that Philly Cleveland game tomorrow because I think that one looks real interesting. Both teams are 4-5 or 5-4 in that range. And so they're going to be that makes a real high pressure game. So it'll be kind of fun. I'm looking forward to calling that one tomorrow as
Yeah,
long
and
as
it'd be really
my
nice.
schedule's good.
Okay, good. Thank you for that. And it would be you mentioned the Thanksgiving. It'd be really nice if we can find a way to get our games in faster than the deadline. That would be great if possible. Just a little
Yeah,
shout out to everybody, but no pressure. You got to do what you got to
yeah,
do. Lots
that's
of
kind of how I
options.
look at it too. If it was, this is my preference. Sure, I'd love it if everybody completed their games in 1 week and we just stay right on schedule. But I would never pressure anybody. I think that it's a pretty good trade-off in this league that we give a 2-week window if people want it, need it. Either one is fine with me for both Christmas and Thanksgiving
Yeah,
as a trade-off to go with a really strict expectation that we're not holding the other weeks and we keep it moving in this league. And so people were real clear about wanting me when I took over to push that pace and
hmm
keep us going and keep us on schedule. So I heard that and I've managed to that. But I do kind of like the idea that slowing it down a little bit over the 2-week holiday, and I also like it because it times really well for getting us geared up for a playoff push and the content I want to talk to you about. And I'll be emailing you about this weekend, I'm sure.
great, great.
Yep. Hey,
All
thanks for covering this game and all the games you do, Anthony. I always appreciate it. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
right. Thank you, Tim.
Yep. Take care, everybody.
Bye now.
Yep.